Hey guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I'm going to be showing you guys something that has been pretty highly requested ever since I posted a picture on my Instagram. I'm going to show you how to make this really cool, why am I not focusing? There we go, alcohol ink spooky Halloween tumbler. I love this so much. It is so much fun, so easy, a little bit tedious, but totally worth it. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So I'm going to put some gloves on because this does get pretty messy. I don't know if it gets messy for everybody or if I'm just a really messy person. I feel like it's just me, but you might want to wear some gloves just in case. So I'm starting off with a 20-ounce skinny straight from Maker Flow that I have base painted white. And I am going to go in with this really cheap makeup sponge that I got from probably Walmart. It came in like a pack of 20 for like $4. It was either Walmart or Family Dollar. And then the only alcohol ink I'm using is this one from Pinata. It is called Rainforest Green, and I get these from the Glitter Grind. So I like to do this instead of putting the alcohol ink directly onto the tumbler. I like to squirt some onto a piece of parchment paper, and I also have a paper towel under it. And then I'm going to fold my makeup sponge here like a taco. Now I want tacos. And I'm just going to dab this alcohol ink all over the tumbler until the entire thing is covered. Now this doesn't take like a super long time, but it is a little bit tedious just because it's like, oh, you're going all the way over the tumbler in these dabbing motions, but it is totally worth it because I love the way this tumbler turns out. And I've gotten a lot of requests after posting a TikTok about it and a picture on Instagram to do a tutorial. Okay, so even though this feels like it takes forever, it literally only took me like 3 minutes. So, alcohol inks dry pretty much instantly. I'm going to keep my glove on while I clean this up. So like I was saying, alcohol inks dry pretty much instantly, so you don't really have to sit and let it dry forever. I mean, this is dry. So now this is where it starts to look really cool. It already looks pretty cool. It's got like that textured look to it because we just dabbed instead of like swiping it on. But this is where it starts to look really neat. So I have a cup here and some 91% rubbing alcohol, and it does not take very much at all. Just a tiny little bit. And I've got this kind of like fanned out small paintbrush. It's kind of rough. And what I'm going to do is dip it down in my rubbing alcohol, dab it on my paper towel, and dab all over the tumbler. So we're dabbing the entire tumbler again, and see that really cool effect it gives? So, dip, dab, dab some more. So, you're going to have carpal tunnel by the time you're done with this tumbler. I swear. But it's really cute. So you're just going to do this all over the tumbler. You can do as little or as much as you like. This part is completely personal preference. I like to do quite a bit and put a little more emphasis on some parts than others just to give it a different look throughout. But yeah, so just keep doing this until you are completely satisfied. now this looks really, really cool. So I am, even though it is completely dry, I'm just going to kind of let it sit and air out for a little bit before I put any epoxy on there. I'm not going to add any sealant, any like Mod Podge, nothing like that. I'm just going to let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes and then add the very first coat of epoxy, and then we'll come back tomorrow to add the decals. Alright, so it's the next day and this is under epoxy. It's nice and smooth. Everything's looking good. So 2 images that I found on Creative Fabrica, a cute little witch riding her broom and a spooky graveyard scene. Love it. So this is, I think it was 7 by 9, and then this ended up being 3 by about 4. So I cut out a piece of transfer tape, and I'm going to treat this like a full vinyl wrap, even though, I mean, I guess technically it's not a full vinyl wrap, but I'm going to treat it like one. So I'm making myself an anchor. I'm going to get this down. And then I'm going to take my little squeegee here and kind of like push, and as I'm pushing, this backing is going to slide off and make the transfer tape go over that big old image really easily. And now I am just pushing everything down, making sure everything is adhering really well. And then I'm going to peel the entire thing up. And let's see, it's going to be kind of hard to create an anchor, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. So I'm going to do the same thing that I just did. I'm going to try if this will come up. There we go, that little corner did not want to come up. So I'm going to cut off a little bit of this backing as well. And then I like to set my tumbler up, get eye level with it, and I'm not going to place this like directly on the bottom. I'm going to give myself a little bit of wiggle room, but I'm going to lay it down like so. Wrap this around to make sure everything's going to look good, and it will. And then just like I did with my transfer tape, I'm going to do the same thing with the vinyl. I'm just going to push, and as I'm and my camera died. I'm so sorry. But like I was trying to say before it cut off, I literally was doing the exact same thing to the vinyl onto the tumbler as I was doing with the transfer tape and the vinyl. So I made myself an anchor, rolled it on, it went on really easy. So now there's kind of like a blank space back here. That's where I'm going to add this cute little witch. Super cute. And now see how I gave myself a little bit of room down here? I did that on purpose because if I tried to put vinyl all the way down to the bottom, that would cause a lot of problems with epoxy. So I'm going to take a piece of parchment paper and I am going to wrap it around, but I'm going to leave some of that vinyl exposed because I want this to blend really good. I'm going to tape a piece down here, wrap it the rest of the way around. Tape it there, and I'm going to tape it much better than that, of course, but I needed to get it held down for a minute. And I'm going to spray paint this bottom black. So it might not blend super good before the epoxy, but I'm telling you guys, once we put some epoxy on here, it's going to blend and look absolutely awesome. So I'm just going to spray paint this in the very bottom with Little Black Dress from Color Shot. Alright, now while it's still wet, I'm going to go ahead and remove it. I'm going to let this dry, and then once we put epoxy on it, it's all going to look really nice. And there we have it. Everything blended really, really good. This looks awesome. I love this technique so much. I think it is definitely my favorite technique to do. So I feel like it fits the spooky vibe the most, but I would really like to try something different, like just like a really cute fall one, or even like a Christmas one when the time comes. So I love this so much. I really, really hope you guys love it as well. And guys, happy first day of fall. I am so excited. Oh my gosh, this is my time of year. Woo! Before I go, like always, I do have y'all's cup of positivity for the day, and today's quote is, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." Also, very, very quickly before I go, I did want to mention that I am migrating away from Patreon. I had a monthly mentorship group over there. I'm getting away from Patreon. If you go to my website, I will have it linked below, CourtneysCustomsCo.com. You will find right on the homepage where you can join and be a part of my new mentorship group. It is all ran through a private VIP Facebook group, but you need to have the monthly membership through my website. So it's $10 a month. It will recharge every 30 days. So yeah, go check that out. If y'all have any questions, like always, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!